these would be the same. Let's see. Here's a third problem. This one said that there was equal-sided triangle, and it's covering, see how it's covering? This circle. And one of the points is on the center, and the other 2 points are here and here. So what percent of the circle is covered by the triangle? Can you believe you have to solve this in 1 minute? Now, come on. It's a lot of pressure on this test. It's a lot of short answers. So don't worry about it. This is actually a very good SAT 10th grade question. So yeah, it's a placement test, but it's for like the 11th grade. I mean, really, this is a big question. The easiest way to do this is just to say, okay, let's pretend that this is a 10 here, right? So 10 squared, right? 10 squared, because that's the area of the circle, is pi r squared, right? So 10 times 10 would be 100, and it's like 3.14, right? So it's going to be 100 times 3.14. The area of the circle is 314. Now, what's the area of that triangle? Perhaps you remember that it's half the base times height. Well, the base has to be 10 because this is 10, 10, 10, right? And then we don't know how long that line is, right? Except we know this is a 60 and a 30 and a root. So basically what happens is the length is going to be halved here. So that's 5 right there. And this one's 10. So this is 5 root 3. Can you believe they actually have you memorize this? Now I'm going to do a separate one just on this, just so that you know what it is. But root 3 is about 1.7. You multiply it by 5, you get 8.5. So you got 8.5 by 10. So the area of this is 85, which is 8.5 times 10, right? Well, let's think this through. We got base times height, and we have to go half, right? So this thing actually is 4.2. So 4.2 is the area of the triangle. So I do triangle area is 4.2. Whole thing is 300, right? 4.2 times 10. Yeah. So it's 42, right? What's the percentage if you have 42 over 314, right? The easiest way to do that is to kind of guess it. You know that if it was 31.4 over 314, it would be 10%. So we know that the answer would be between 10% and double it, 20%. And because it's a multiple choice test, you look for the answer that's between 10% and 20%. It was 14% in the quiz that we were looking at. This has been an example of test prep. Now the first two, where it was the radius, that's something you can do in under a minute if you know your stuff. And this one here, the sum of the exterior angles of a triangle, where we looked at, they said that one was 50 and one was 45, and they didn't tell you the last one. Those two questions you can do quickly. So I look forward to talking with you about the exterior angles. Thanks again.